Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strength.
Today, Cristopher Sánchez.
Well, primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
Ready to go now? Here's Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's Mookie Betts. And a foul ball.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. This to third. Boom. Whips it to first. 2 away here in the top of the first. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Raging back towards the wall. To the warning track, makes the catch. On to the bottom of the first. No score.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very cold for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss.
We're watching a former Rays pitcher today in Glasnow. He had plenty of good years in Tampa Bay before being traded. He's not the first pitcher with dominant stuff the Rays have dealt. Blake Snell, David Price, and James Shields definitely come to mind, Boo.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's one down. Here's Trey Turner.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. 1 out, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one is hammered right field. That's back. Get out of town.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there. That's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Bryce Harper in the box here. Swing, strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swings and misses. That's the 2nd out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
2 outs. Check swing, called strike. Next offering upstairs. There's a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So the Phillies strike first with a solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Top of the second, Will Smith to the plate. Sánchez back to work. To the left side, but it is well fouled. Swings through that one for strike two. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Bergen, something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That one is absolutely belted. Ranging back. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Ground ball left side. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Tommy Edman at the plate. This one kicks away from Real Muto. And the runner stays where he is. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Outside with a breaking ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Rips that one center field. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. They get the force for out number 1. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Miguel Rojas.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Stott over to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Michael Conforto will climb in. Swing and a base hit. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score and they tie it. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's Kike Hernandez. Hit on the ground to short. They take the force out, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler. Just missed. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
3-0.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Headed towards the corner. Hernandez on the move. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play. And it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Way off the plate. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Glasnow ready and deals.
Ball, that's out.
Kepler, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that's downstairs and outside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2 at the belt and fires. On the ground. Sends it across to first, and Real Muto is out. This is Bryson Stott. First pitch misses. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
Batting ninth,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Brandon Marsh.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Right through there for a strike. 2 on, 2 outs. And that misses. And 1-1.
1-1.
And that is out of play. And a ball and 2 strikes. Just misses there.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you.
Struck him out on the foul tip.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Philadelphia, here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Line drive. Oh, he gloves it.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved enough.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Betts will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Out to short. Tosses to first, and Betts is gone.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Schwarber, 32 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Next pitch downstairs, and that is
One
ball
ball, two
one.
strikes, the count.
Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long.
For the Phillies,
Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
The shortstop takes the ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Outside low. And that's ball two.
2-2 the count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement. You got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Pajes settles under this one. Squeezes it. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. That one the other way. And it's into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he's got a leadoff double in the fourth.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here comes Tommy Edman. Swinging a ground ball. Turner with the throw to first. And they get Edman for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. On the corner for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 2-1. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one almost hit him.
Strike.
Swung on, popped up left side. And it stays fair. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Here's Kike Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Alec Bohm. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Kepler, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Foul ball there. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Castellanos up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. That one close. Ruled a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Fought off foul. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here comes Real Muto. Strike on the inside corner.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. We go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Sánchez back to work. That one hooked foul.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Line to left, and foul ball.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Ohtani up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Tap foul at the plate. Nobody out. Runner at first. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's Mookie Betts now.
Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And that one ripped to left. Kepler snags it for the 2nd out. Now, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. They get the force, and that is. Back here in Philadelphia, now it's the 2nd baseman, Bryson Stott. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
That one missed. That to right. And it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Late swing, foul to the left.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And when pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning, I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Glasnow back to work, the 0-1. And ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Stop. Into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hernandez snags it on the run.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Harper gets out of the way. That's ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pajes. And that's the 3rd out. Back at Citizens Bank Park. The batter now will be Will Smith. And a foul ball. Smith in his 6th season, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. This one smacked out to left center. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots.
Now pitching for
And
the
now
Phillies.
it's going to be Tommy Edman.
Number 43, Carlos Hernandez.
Liner, and oh, that got him. On the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out. Orion Kerkering is forced to the mound after the injury.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
And here is Michael Conforto. Base knock center field. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Kepler pulls it down, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now back here in Philadelphia.
Now pitching for Los Angeles.
And he takes a strike.
Well, these Phillies putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count off, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Now batting Max Kepler. And that one fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
So now 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner holds up, They're at first and second with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Castellanos, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. The 1-1. And that's down and away.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Batter's out.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Line to right, base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Golden opportunity right here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Stays alive.
One ball, two strikes.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Boom on third. Kepler at second. Realmuto over at first with one away. Up the middle. Base hit. One run is in. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. It's 3-3.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it.
And I think Dave Roberts.
Pitching for Los Angeles.
And
Number
here is
51.
Brandon Marsh. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
One strike.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the bottom of the sixth. In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a miss, and the count is even 2-2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just
got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 and draw. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. That clips a corner. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jose Ruiz up and throwing. Strom getting cranked up as well. In the air, right side. Castellanos sizes this one up and makes the grab. And there's one down. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Off the mark there. And that's ball one.
Ball one,
all
no
tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
One down, base is empty. That's hard hit on the line. Hauls it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Mookie now.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Fires over to first. And bottom of the 7th. Trey Turner at the plate. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Now 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. Just to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So digging in, Alec Bohm. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hernandez corrals it, and the inning is. Welcome back, and a new arm. On the mound to start the 8th, Jose Ruiz. And fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And there's a ball. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jordan Romano getting loose out there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the grab, and there's one down. So up next, Tommy Edman, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Popped up. Stop. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Miguel Rojas. First pitch misses. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Hit on the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first. That ends the frame. So back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kirby Yates. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Kepler swings through it for strike 1. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Well, with the shift on, hits right into it. Throws to first in time. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Castellanos.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 1 down, base is empty. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out on a splitter.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
And that's downstairs and outside.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
swings and chases a low one there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And that misses off the outside edge. Bryson stopped in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Check swing. Now a look down to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Now it's going to be Bryson Stott.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that one.
0-1.
Strike two.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And the batter now, Michael Conforto. Ruiz back to work. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Here's the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a base hit up the middle. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And Kike Hernandez at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Puts a bunt down, and that's a foul ball. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And a base hit right there. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to.
Double play ball to second. Over to Turner for 1. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on, so a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
And that one fouled off. Ruiz, a righty that throws with power. He throws a curveball, a four-seamer, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Got a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat. So a little sigh of relief there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 on, 1 out. Sliced hard but foul. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. So they get 1. Bottom of the 9th. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. Right through there for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
That misses. 1-1. That
No
one
pitch off
almost
the
got
plate.
him.
Ball 2.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Swing and a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's strike 2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. And that is out of play. That one in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. That's down and in.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game.
Manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for Los Angeles, number 49, Blake
2
Trinan.
down, nobody on. Fought off foul. This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.